We want credible demonstrations of integrating generative AI in the social sector. And to get there, you can't have a vision of what you think is going to work, invest too much in it, only to be disappointed at the end. You have to start early, get in an iterative development cycle, make mistakes, learn lessons. They have a community of other awardees who are going through the same problems. All orgs have broken ground on code. With a lot of these AI pilots, often spend too much time in the idea and planning phase. Great feature about the cohort is that all of them have decided to pilot something and start to see early results and go through an iterative cycle of development.
We have made a lot of progress. We started with, an idea of how we want to build, a help desk co-pilot. We are soon starting the prototyping stage, but in the last 6 months, with all the cohort participants, agency fund, I think we have a clear idea of what we want to build.
The accelerator has helped us in terms of actually putting generative AI into the hands of our users. It's allowed us to do that in a responsible way, in a really considered way in terms of how we approach that, ensure that there are things like safeguardings, ensure that there is also benefit and value, and that we are thinking about how we measure impact.
This exposure to various cohort members, the engineers, we learned few new aspects. We got ourselves better in terms of our skill set, and we are now experimenting in smaller ways, right? Digitizing paper tools for efficiently capturing the data. Within our team members, we are learning, and that has been a huge contribution to the Accelerator program.
The end of the day for most of these products, even from a non-engineering point of view, if you're going to evaluate, let's say, user engagement, the way it's done in agriculture, the way it's done in maternal health, there's going to be overlaps. We have built some really pretty good relationships, and we know who to reach to kind of skip that first phase of solving a problem. We just got step 2 instead of trying to figure out how to even set up a new app from scratch. Some people have done it, they can give us their learnings, and then we move from there.
I think specifically a lot of grantees are facing and solving similar problems. One example is we were just talking with the youth impact team. They're also solving a similar language problem in Kannada in India. So we've just set up a call to figure out how we can work together potentially. These sprints allow us to do that because I think all of us are able to deep dive into these problems. We also understand, hey, you know what? That's a problem I'm also facing, and maybe we should work together.
We talk a lot about a flywheel. So this idea that you release models, people build things on top of them or start using them, and you get feedback that you then put back into the models to make them better. And I think that one thing we've struggled with is really kind of closing that loop and sort of making sure that we are learning from all of the great research and work happening and improving models for everyone.
If everything goes perfectly and the awardees are able to build AI solutions that serve their beneficiaries, then we set an amazing precedent. In the products that the awardees are building, they're building net new solutions for beneficiaries. They're inventing new evaluation metrics, they're inventing new training strategies, things that don't just apply in the social sector, but can apply widely in academia and in the private sector as well. In a perfect world, we'd level the playing ground a bit between the private and social sector.